you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Trying to be on everyone's good terms, you see. Do I need to take me a little schnazzy bath? Oh, it's actual running water. Interesting. Have a small little miniature aqueduct going on. Alright, mate. We got business to talk about here.
I already know how many corvs the crews extracted on the Feast of St. Petronilla. It was 100 altogether.
I see. Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted.
So 10 cores
10 corvs
missing.
more disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
that this is fraud of colossal proportions, and that
10% fraud.
Herdman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
10% of the cores go missing. I wonder how much silver and poundage that is.
What about Vavak?
I still think the trail will lead us to him, but we know too little so far. You need to talk to Fett and Herman first. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
All right. We'll be doing some negotiations, you see. That we're gonna have to do the capping. What's the other? Okay, well, this guy I think is in here, maybe. Well. Let's talk to you.
Gepriesen sei der Herr. What do you need?
Oh, another German.
We need to talk, Herman.
And who might you be?
Henry. But that's not important. Sir Christian sent me. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Discrepancies?
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 cores of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the book only says 90?
If it says 90, there must have been 90. The book does not lie.
In that case, someone else must be lying.
Or someone just cannot count. Why are you bothering me with this? Foreman Fett counts the corves here. Go and talk to him instead.
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corves than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to remember how many there were ausgerechnet on the Fest of St. Petronilla? Besides, miners can lie and say they extracted more than they did. They like to show off.
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that. Look, you don't have to be afraid to tell the truth. Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quietly. We're not going to punish anyone.
I am innocent. It was Fett's idea. He came to me saying we were going to deliver more corves to the smelters than we would report, and I would get paid for it. It was going well. I have always paid for what we put in the book. Then I got some geld from Fett on the side. On the Feast of St. Petronilla, I was afraid they would be able to tell the difference. 10 corves is 10 corves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure they are in on it too.
How long has this been going on?
Several months, maybe half a year. About since Sigismund arrived.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea. I am a mere assayer. I have never even met Vavak.
Sir Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter in secret, so just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. I will be as silent as the grave.
So hopefully you don't go to the grave soon. Alright, one more person to talk to. That's not him. We're talking to the foreman again? No. Oh, well, Foreman Fett.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you, and what do you want?
I'm Henry. But that's not important.
What's up your ass?
Christian sent me. I need to discuss a delicate matter with you.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse in the yard again.
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that. We found some discrepancies in the mine book.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books, and his responsibility too.
But you're the one counting the corves of ore.
Your point being?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? They're blockheads, and they like to show off. I'm sure they just exaggerated. Anyway, what's it to you? Did the steward send you to snoop around? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master himself. I'm under his protection.
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman told me everything.
Bloody snitch.
But like him, you have nothing to be afraid of. You're small fry. It's obvious there's some bigger fish involved. And that's what interests me.
Alright, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer, Amara, who works at the smelting works in Grund, came to me. He said someone wanted to talk to me. One of them. So I met this fella in the tavern in Grund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear, if I didn't play along, I could have an accident. There was nothing I could do.
So he threatened you.
Who was that fella from the smelter who came to you?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. He's a tall bloke, stocky, pockmarked. I don't scare easy, but this bloke was terrifying.
How long has this been going on?
For some time now, definitely. I heard even former head gaffer Kircher was in on it too.
Where can I find him?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. He fell down a shaft.
Shit.
They say he was drunk, but I don't think it was an accident.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually extracted.
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers and for Herman.
Do you think the mint master, Ulrich Vavak, is behind this?
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows up. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The mint master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone else. Is that clear?
Clear as a bell, Mara. I'll be silent as the grave.
Hey, we got our information we need.
I talked to Fett and Herman.
And? Did they confess?
They did. I mean, I made them. It's just as we thought. The trail leads to the smelting works.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act as if nothing's happening?
Yep.
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported corves leave for the smelting works from here. If silver's going missing, that's where it must be happening. You'll have to go and look around and talk to the owner, Buresh. I reckon that'll be tricky, though.
How so?
Buresh is a very cautious and clever man. I reckon he won't be happy to have someone snooping around his property. But he's the only one who can give you permission to walk round the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
A nobleman this time, then.
But be careful. Baresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Baresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him at all times. You must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to arouse the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic as you can manage.
What should I wear?
Like I said, some decent clothes.
Got
I
it.
reckon you can imagine what those look like. If you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor in town. I'm sure he can sell you something nice. If you're charismatic enough, Buresh is sure to believe your intentions are good. And make sure you wash up before you go. You can't go and see him looking like some dung-soiled peasant.
What else should I know about the smelting works before I go?
In the smelting works, ore from the mines is crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
What should I know about this Buresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. He quickly joined his side. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady, who knows?
I got it. I'm ready to go.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Buresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of St. Petronella. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but at least it'll give us a clue. You could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Guy talks fast. Has lots to say. It's a very busy man, though. It's understandable. Okay. So we're going to go over there. It's not quite too late in the day to where I don't have to worry about waiting for too long. But, however, I think before I do anything... There's not a launderer. Yeah, there's no laundry area. I can't do me cleaning. Unless there's a tavern. Yeah, there's no place for me to actually clean my clothes. I mean, I guess what I could do... Let's go to Devil's Den. Clean my clothes manually. Oh, we got wolves. Come on, you motherfuckers. Is it just two wolves? Guess I'll be smoking some of this meat, or drying it. Yes, I just eat wolf meat. If you want to be the strongest and baddest person in Bohemia, you gotta eat the strongest and baddest of predators. And you gotta lick the part, covered in blood. Hello, ladies. Don't mind me. Just gonna dry this meat real quickly. I got some food just in case. Now to laundry my clothes. Whoop. Who's that?
Henry, my boy, what are you doing here?
Who are you?
Good to see you again.
I'm trying to remember who the hell he is.
What are you doing here?
I'm roaming the countryside, here and there. You know how it is. But tell me, what have you been up to?
I've been having my fair share of adventures.
I'd love to hear more about that.
Not long ago, I was on an important journey with my lord when we were ambushed. We only escaped by the skin of our teeth. We lost everything, including the clothes on our backs. Then everyone took us for beggars and vagabonds.
Christ above! If I was you, I'd light a candle in the nearest church to thank the saints for watching over you.
Oh, he does that.
Tell me about yourself. Have you come across anything interesting?
Guessing he's just one of those explorers that I've talked to at times. He didn't say anything.
Tell me more. What else have you seen?
That's enough. You should go and explore the world for yourself. And if we meet again, I'll gladly tell you more. I'll be seeing you, Henry.
The fuck?
Farewell, my friend.
It was a one-way conversation. What the shit was that? Now let's wash our clothes where the fish swim. Wash myself first. And then we'll launder our clothes. Okay. Now we go back to Grund. And we'll have to take our weapons off and make sure there's no plate mail. I'm assuming chainmail also equates to that too, though. So we'll probably have to take off the chainmail that we have as well. We need to locate the guy that we need to talk to first. Okay, he's over there. Or he sees me. I need to... probably that chainmail. Take that off for now. Good. Good. I don't know if the spurs will count for it. It shouldn't. Okay, we're good there. Now the weapons. Is this the guy?
Greetings, Master Buresh. I'm Henry of Scallis.
Nice clothes. You've got good taste.
Yeah,
Thank
baby.
you, Goodman. Likewise, Christian of Pisek sent me. I'm supposed to give you this letter with his testimonial.
Skallets, you say? That's where the royal mines are. Am I right?
You are. Unfortunately, the mining has ceased since King Sigismund's attack.
That truly is unfortunate. Christian writes that your family is interested in running a smelter. But I'm not selling any.
I know. I just want to see what it looks like in the smelting works.
Well, if Sir Christian wishes it, I won't deny you the opportunity. With this letter of safe conduct, you'll be able to move around unfettered.
Cool.
The guards will recognize my seal. But I don't want you disturbing the workers with any unnecessary questions. If you want to know anything, ask me.
Can you tell me what happens with the mined ore in the smelting works?
We weigh in the delivered ore and crush it so that it can be sorted for roasting. Roasting mainly separates sulfur from the ore, which is why the place smells like hell itself. Then the roasted material is smelted in the furnace and the slag is separated from the matte. The smelting process is repeated until we're left with pure metal. It's then cast into bars that can be sold. After we've given the royal share to the king, that is.
How many corves of ore do you process here per day?
We don't measure in corves here. I have several ore merchants working for me. They buy ore from various mines. When they deliver it here, we don't measure it by the corf, but weigh by the quintal. We process a large amount here, up to several thousand quintals a day in total.
Damn.
How much silver does that make?
That, of course, depends on the quality of the ore we process that day. 20 quintals of ore usually yield about a pound of raw silver. That then yields a harivna of pure silver. We can make between 100 and 200 harivnas of pure silver per day.
Swimming in that silver, baby.
Can any silver go missing from here?
That's impossible. Everything is carefully weighed and recorded. Every step is counted and checked. Besides, molten silver is rather hard to steal. Once it's cast into bars, we keep them safe under lock and key.
How many corves were delivered from Horshan, say, on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
Why from Horsham, of all places?
I visited the mine there. They told me they'd extracted quite a large amount.
You're lucky. I have an excellent memory. It was a lot indeed. 90 corves.
As suspected.
God be with you, Goodman.
Don't forget, there are limits to my permission. And above all, mind you don't have an accident. Smelters are dangerous places. See you later.
Understood. Kinda. Yep, the guy instantly knew what he was gonna say before I visited him. So it's like the Pishek knew exactly what that guy was gonna say, which is not suspicious, and it doesn't really point to anything. But due to the fact that that number is 90 instead of 100, it's like someone's fudging numbers, man. Someone's fudging them.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
What are you doing, dude? Ooh, that's probably really hot. Okay. Just talk to people around here.
What does your job actually entail?
You mean smelting? Well, in the scrusher we scrush the ore brought from the mound and chuck it in the furnace. Then we shovel charcoal until the stone gets proper roasting and leaks all the metal that was hidden inside. We do that over and over in other furnaces till we get pure silver out of the ore.
How do you like working in the smelter?
Aye, can't he complain at all, sir? We get a nice pile of chink from the yield and we're dry and warm.
What can you tell me about Master Buresh?
I can't he complain about him, sir.
It just says dry and warm, it rains.
And peas as well, from what I've heard from the other smelters. It's a lot worse elsewhere, like.
Have you noticed anything suspicious around here?
Nothing. Nothing at all. I graft all day. No time for looking around.
Does any silver go missing from here?
Here? In our smelter? That would mean some of our lads are involved and... You get the rope for that. Look, Sonny, I don't want anything to do with this. Have a chat with Shima over there.
Shima.
He's not afraid of anything.
Thank you. Well, I guess I talked to the right guy. There's Shima. So that guy?
Are you the fella they call Shima?
You have no business being here. What do you want?
I'm told you know something about the silver that keeps going missing from the smelters.
Me? I don't know what you were told. Meet me outside in a while. Now you'd better get out of here before the guards see you. Fuck. I have to have a piss. You take over here, lads. I'll be right back.
Let's keep our distance from following him. You know, don't make it look suspicious or anything like that. Kind of do a little S shape. If that's not suspicious enough, someone zigzagging across the damn street. Oh, man.